Hi y'all. Today is June 23rd, Tuesday, and I just wanted to talk to you about my last date that I had. So basically it was with an Arabic guy who worked for the Palestinian Authority in the UN, and he had told me that his great-great-grandmother was Jewish, right? From an unbroken line straight from his mother. So that technically makes him Jewish, right? But, so I had told him I could only be with a Jewish man, right? So he said, okay, and then a few days later, we got into discussion about, his Jewishness, and turns out that he told me he's not Jewish. So then I was like, okay, and then the other day, the discussion came up and he said he is Jewish, and then I said, you know what, I don't know what to believe with you because you keep lying, you keep switching, so can you please bring me proof? And he kept begging me for sex. He kept asking for sex. Like, that's all he wanted was sex. And he kept saying he has blue balls. And, I'm not going to be with someone who's not Jewish. So he, we got into an argument, and my father had always told me that the people in the West Bank, the Arabic people, they're anti-Semitic. Not all of them, but usually the ones from there or the ones that work for the PA are anti-Semites. So I wasn't shocked, but yesterday when I got into a discussion with the Arabic guy, he told me he asked for sex again, and then we had a little exchange, and then he said, fuck you and fuck the Jews. That's what he said. So I wasn't shocked, but I was just a little bit like, whoa, like it's right in your face, and like before that, when we had dated, we had this discussion. I was like, okay, so if you are technically Jewish, so then why are you Muslim? So apparently it's because he was brought up that way, right? But the thing is that I asked him, what do you have against Judaism? And the only thing he could come up with is that, according to some philosophy, at the end of days, what's going to happen? The non-Jews are going to serve the Jewish people. So he had something and they're going to be our slaves. So he has something against that. So I understand it's kind of like it's not the nicest thing for a non-Jewish person to hear. But I told him, first of all, that's a philosophy. Second of all, at the end of times, it's not going to be something like, it's all going to be about God, right? So it's not going to be something physical. The non-Jewish people are going to want to have a part of godliness through the Jewish people. It's going to be like their connection to God through the Jewish people. And it won't be something physical. It will be a totally spiritual world. We won't even be like human beings. We will be a totally different entity, So it's not even something to be offended by. And he said, oh, I understand, but his whole attitude towards, like, you can't expect better, I guess, because he works for the Palestinian Authority, which is officially a terrorist organization that kills Jews. So I'm not surprised. If my father would hear about this, he would really freak out. He really would. He would completely freak out, But, anyhow, finished with that shit. Yesterday, what I did was I got myself a memory foam pillow, and I took the 2 pillows that came with the couch here, because my house is teeny, I have nowhere to store it. So I put it in a bag, and I put it outside in, like, the place where everybody dumps their stuff. I put it outside, but no one will take it. It's just there to storage. And I got a new towel, and a blue towel. It's a really nice color. I'll show you right here. It's still wet. Isn't that weird? I had washed it by hand because I don't have a washing machine. Someone came yesterday to my house, and they showered, and I gave them this new towel, and then I washed it in case I have guests and they want to take a shower. I washed it by hand, I need to figure out where there's a laundromat. My hair just got into coffee. Nasty. Coffee right here. Yummy coffee. And I got myself new keychains right here for my keys. Yikes. See? New keychains. I got this. Here's my key. I have to give it to the neighbor so that in case I get locked out, you know, I like cute little keychains. And so that's the story with that. And so I saw recently in New York, there's Bill de Blasio. He's our mayor, right? But he's just an anti-Semite, and he has really screwed New York over. Like, has destroyed the greatest city on earth. He's a destructive force. He needs to be removed. Even liberal New Yorkers believe that he's useless and he must be removed. And he's just a horrible, horrible, horrible mayor. He doesn't even deserve that title. So he needs to be, he's a thug, I believe. And I just saw, like, what's going on in Crown Heights, where I'm from, is that the people there can't sleep because of the riots, because of George Floyd bullshit. So they're all using it as an excuse to loot, pillage, murder, kill white people now because, you know, they're thugs, so they're just killing white people because they're the biggest racist, Black Lives Matter pieces of shit. And I really hope they get what they deserve one day. The racist Antifa. So they've been blowing up Crown Heights with fireworks just all night, and the kids are scared. Families can't sleep. This is like the Jewish community where, you know, they have school the next day. They're normal people. They go to work. You know, the Jewish people, we're normal. We go to work. We don't just sit at home and do shit and blow up with fireworks. You know, that's not our way. You know, so I saw one of our old neighbors, Sam Stern. He got on a float and he went through Crown Heights and was protesting with the rest of the Crown Heights people about the insane amount of noise and insanity, and the fact that Bill de Blasio is just a useless piece of shit and a thug, anti-Semitic thug. And so that's a story about, I think Sam Stern is a great guy. He's really doing a good job sticking up for the Jewish community. God bless him, because there's not a lot of people that will stick up for the Jewish community because of, you know, the fear of getting looted and killed by Black Lives Matter and the other anti-Semitic people surrounding us. Anyhow, and Antifa, thugs, criminals. Another thing I was going to talk about is how I think that most Israeli men are dull, and most men in general are dull. It doesn't matter, Israeli, Arabic, American, men are dull, you know? The only people I've actually had an intelligent conversation with was the people from Europe, European men. The only ones that I actually enjoyed talking to. So that's all I have to say for today. I'll let out all my anger and frustration on this video. Take it or leave it. You know, you want to curse the Jewish people, you know, it's just your karma. That's all it is. Anyhow, have a good day and take care.